It's the night before Thanksgiving and it's raining, so it's the perfect time to keep tearing this down. The socket was the first thing I ever turned on a lathe. Would have been easier to do this with the wheel still on. I could hit the brake. Why don't I take off this battery box? They say to not use these washers anymore. It will not go on this one. Something is not right with that one. Wow. Takes a screwed up wrench to take out a screwed up bolt. Took that nut off the back there. Could probably take the airbox out. Yeah. That's different than the /6 style. I should probably vacuum this stuff out. I'll just put that in a hair so that the transmission doesn't fall off. I should take off that pivot. I'll pull that spring just to make it easier. Get this whole thing out of here. I'm guessing this has just that clip that can walk out. I had that happen on my R90. The clip walked out and then the pivot slid out of one of the two holes. The next time I grabbed the clutch, it just snapped the ear off the back of the transmission. So that's it on the bottom side there. I need to just press it off. It's on a groove on that shaft and the shaft will come out. I think that was it. Yep. God, this stuff is grimy. I need to disconnect the neutral switch harness. There we go. Now she's free. It's hard to tell, but splines look decent. Needs a rebuild though. Something is very weird inside of it. And look at this. Horrendous. I am not looking forward to digging into there. This seems to be the better side. So maybe I'll try to just pop the top. Hey, at least there's a little bit of oil in the top end. That's good. That doesn't look bad. Some oil should leak out this time. Wow, that was barely in there. Now, is there any way to know which side is up? Looks like there's a rub mark 2/3 of the way up. Very reasonable. Not bad. R10, that's 1,077. Now the troublesome side. I figured I'd just drain this before I take the valve cover off. Lots of dirt in there. Should be oil coming out right now. You know, assuming that this thing sat on a side stand and accumulated water and mouse pee and everything on this left side, you'd think it also would have accumulated oil. Head's already separating from the cylinder, so that's a good sign. I put some oil in this cylinder, but I guess that crusty stuff just absorbed it all. I probably don't need the pan here right now. Probably need more of a trash can. Yep. Get down to the oily layer. Should be wearing gloves or something, you know? These are probably the long lead item, so I will send these off to be rebuilt. And that should buy me some time to do other work on the bike. I thought about taking the studs off to make them easier to ship, but with the amount of corrosion at the base of those studs, I just don't feel like opening up a can of worms and having one of those snap off. So I'll just ship them with the studs on there. Looks like at one point it might have had a oil temperature sending unit. Missing the center stand spring. Man, the bottom of this oil pan is messed up. I think I will drain the oil. Why does it have to be like right where the center stand? Yeah, it's like right. Great. It's looking like water. That looks like oil. There was like 3 drops of water that came out. I was going to drop the pan, and these are all Allen heads. These are all socket head cap screws instead of just regular hex bolts. And I can't find my Allen socket, so I have them all loose. See if I can just. The moment of truth. I think I see a line of dirt for some reason. I thought that was like a needle bearing roller. Another line of dirt. Looks pretty decent up in there.